So how to make people feel something with your brand and not just sell shit. The first step in making somebody feel something with your brand is actually giving them something to relate to. People don't buy products, bro. They buy feelings, right? So we gotta break down how can we get people to feel something when they buy, when they see, when they wear our products. People are buying a Nike product because it makes them feel like they can chase ambition. People are buying Chrome Heart products because it makes them feel like they're a rebel against society, and they, that's their type of vibe, or that's the target audience that they're going for. So that's the feeling that they seek to sell you, right? The feeling when you walk in Disney that you're supposed to feel is happiness, right? That's the feeling they're supposed to sell you. The happiest place on earth. That's Disney's marketing. They try to get you to bring you into a world of whatever it is the brand represents. So if the brand represents motivation, if the brand represents working hard like Nike, that's what the target customer for that brand is going to look like, right? The story is the brand, not the logo. It's not about the logo. A logo can change a million times. Louis Vuitton got 1 million logos. Nike got 1 million logos. Adidas got 1 million logos. But the story is what makes the brand, not the logo. So what is the story of your brand? Where did you come from? How did you start? How are your clothes being made? Where were your first times when you were spreading your wings in the industry and stuff like that? Why do people not know about this? If you're not storytelling with your brand, if people cannot get with the story of your brand, if they can't get with a story behind your product, your brand, your business, they aren't gonna relate to it as much as a business they know has a story behind it. People want to get behind stories. That's something that has always sold. Entertainment and stories. Selling stories is how you sell products. So the things that you should be working on are trying to tell a story with your brand, giving people the option to come into your world and really experience you as a brand, experience your brand on a personal level. That's what will allow people to come into your world, buy your products, and feel like they're getting a community out of something, right? Feeling like they're becoming a part of something. When I first started my brand, I didn't know much about storytelling. I kind of just did it subconsciously, just posting about my story and just posting the things I was doing on a day-to-day basis, starting a clothing brand. And little did I know at the time I was building stories. Now when I got into talking to these $1 million brands, these 7-figure brands, these 8-figure, 9-figure brands, these owners that I have met over the years of doing this brand stuff and networking, they tell me that the story is actually what sells the products, right? The world that you bring people into is what sells the product, not the product itself. And I learned that probably about maybe 2 years ago. And ever since then, I've been about building a story with the brands, and I've been about really leading with the story first. Because look, if nobody knows where you came from, what it is, people want information on things that they buy, right? There's a reason why a lot of people, before they buy something, they turn around and read the back, because they want to know what they're buying, what they're putting into their life, what are they committing to. Because when somebody buys your clothes, they're committing to you as a brand, they're committing to you as a business. So you need to make sure your selling point, your story, that's your unique selling point when you're selling clothes. Clothing brand, a lot of people get it fucked up and think that making a new zipper is gonna, sell your product, or making your shit a certain size chart is gonna sell your product, or making your quality better is gonna sell your product online. But what's not gonna sell your product online is any of those things. What's gonna sell your product online is the story behind your brand and how people feel about it, right? Chrome Heart's quality is terrible. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Chrome Heart's quality is terrible. But Chrome Hearts can post a picture, or a boutique can post a picture of a Chrome Heart shirt, and it's gonna give somebody a feeling of rich, of unattainable, and they're going to buy it and wear it just as if it was a great quality t-shirt, right? But the quality is not good, right? On some of their pieces, probably like their leather shit is good, but from what I noticed, what I'm wearing, Chrome Heart that I've had, the cotton products they're subpar, bro, and I'm gonna be honest with you. But that just goes to show that you don't need to focus on quality, bro. You need to focus on story. Once you get good enough quality for people to just feel it and be like, oh yeah, this is good. Because the average customer doesn't understand what real good quality feels like, right? I understand what the best of the best fabric feels like, and I understand that you do not need the best of the best fabric to make $1 million business, and you do not need the best of the best fabric to sell your product. You just need the story and the feeling that will sell your products, right? Have a feeling behind your brand. And how you make people have a feeling about your brand is you need to be marketing ways that people would feel in your brand, right? And especially using influential figures in your brand is a big way to do this. That will increase the perceived value of your brand by having influential figures in it, like rappers, right? That does the feeling thing for you, because when people buy it, they're gonna feel like the rapper. They're gonna feel like the man. The rapper is the one in his team that's the leader, the big representative for everybody. So people that wear it are gonna feel like, yes, I'm the main character. You know, I'm the rapper. I'm the one that's standing out. You feel me? So that's how you sell a feeling for your brand. That's one of the most important things that you need to do if you want to separate yourself from a million other Instagram brands out there. Because when I started clothing brand in 2022, it was a lot of brands, don't get me wrong. Not nearly as much as it is today. It probably doubled or tripled since I started the amount of brands. So I feel like this advice is becoming more and more valuable to y'all, because it's more and more y'all starting brands, starting a business, and this can be used in any industry. Like I told you guys, I started in a clothing brand, right? I started a clothing brand when I was 18, and I'm doing clothing brand up until this point. But throughout this journey, I started another business, a product-based business that does not sell clothes, that everything that I learned to apply in that business, I learned from clothing brand. I learned from telling a story, branding. All of this stuff translates to other industries, bruh. So learn it now, pay attention now. Don't just allow people, these marketing people, to take over everything for you. Start paying attention to certain things and understanding what's working, right? Don't just let somebody else do it for you. And also, don't just walk blind. Don't market blind. Have intention in everything that you're marketing, right? Have intention. I want to sell a feeling, all right, for this drop. I'm going to make sure that I increase the perceived value of my brand and make sure people feel a feeling when they wear this. Make sure people have a feeling when they buy this, and they aren't just buying it just to have another blue hoodie in their closet. They're buying this to be a part of something. They're buying this to have stake in something, to feel like they're a part of something that's revolutionary, that's new, right? People, and that's another thing. I noticed with the fashion industry now, if you guys care about the fashion, where fashion is going right now or anything, you should if you're a brand owner. But the new style, the new wave is no longer buying what everybody wants. It's buying what people don't know about. Buying what people don't know about is the new, buying what everybody wants. People want to gatekeep their pieces. They want to wear shit that nobody else has, right? So if they buy a hoodie from a low-key Instagram brand, they're going to put it on and they're just going to feel like the man because they're the only one with that unique style hoodie, while everybody has a Nike hoodie. Everybody has a Spider hoodie, whatever, so people just want to feel individuals. You also have a lot of people that still want to run with the crowd and wear what the crowd is wearing, but for the most part, it seems like the fashion industry is going in kind of a way of uniqueism, where people want to have products that not a lot of people have. They want their products to be limited run. They want to feel like they're special when they're wearing the product. They don't want to have a product that was made 10,000 times that 10,000 other people bought, right? But that comes from selling exclusivity, right? That's a feeling of exclusivity. You don't have to sell a feeling of exclusivity, right? Because in some instances, it can make your brand seem unattainable. Like, the opposite of what Disney is doing is selling exclusivity. Disney is making Disney appear as if it's for everybody, no matter who it is. You gotta focus on selling a feeling with your brand. Remember this, before you take anything away from this video, before you guys click off this video, remember every time that you post, sell a feeling. How does this make me feel? When I see this picture, does this make me feel like this brand is high quality, this brand is premium, this brand will make me feel like I'm the man when I'm wearing it? Or do I feel like this brand is not set up right? If I tell my friends about it, they're gonna look at the brand page and be like, bro, what the fuck is this nigga posting? Like, boom, these people care a lot about it. Like, if your brand looks A1, 100% professional, people are gonna be glad to tell everybody about your brand. They're gonna show people your Instagram, show people the celebrities you got in your brand. Look, he got Lil Tyler in his brand. Yeah, I bought a hoodie from him yesterday. Yeah, boom, boom. So that is the gist of the story. That's the gist of this video. Sell a feeling with your brand, and you won't have to worry about sitting on products anymore. You don't have to worry about these long nights stressing how you gonna market. Start selling a feeling with your brand. Build a community with your brand. But I'm gonna talk more about that in the next video. If you guys want to learn about community stuff like that, stay tuned into the next video. The video will be coming out very, very soon. Leave a subscription to the channel if you guys fuck with your boy. If you fuck with the video, go ahead and leave a like. Comment down below where you at in your brand journey, where you at in your entrepreneurial journey, where you at right now, what you want to do, bro. Just let me know how you feeling down in the comments below. But I appreciate all y'all who have watched this video. I'm gonna go ahead and catch y'all on the next one. We out.